Hey everyone, welcome to this episode of Ask the Realtor on the Jeremy Gray Show.
Hey now.
So what are we going to be talking about today?
Well, we're going to talk about your toy drive you got coming
I'm
up.
so excited about that.
We're also going to talk about some, of course, real estate stuff. That's your specialty. So we're going to talk about some of the for sale by owner, how the market's doing, all that stuff.
Awesome. Well, stay tuned for this episode of Ask the Realtor at B101.5.
Live from the climate-controlled Total Comfort Heating, Air, and Plumbing Studios.
This is the Jeremy Gray Show on B101.5.
Yeah, come on, talk to me, baby. Good vibes only. Here we go. Oh my gosh, we got to do the Friday chant really quick. Ginger Walker is in studio with us right here, right now, from the Give Back team of Coldwell Banker Elite, and I should let you know, it is Ginger's birthday today.
Yay!
Ginger, happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
We would sing to you, but we don't want to put you through that. You have really beautiful ears, and we don't want them to bleed or anything like that. So,
Well, thank you for the beautiful flowers, y'all. I walked in, and there is this most amazing bouquet. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
It is gorgeous.
It is very pretty.
You just
Almost
put,
as
like,
pretty as you.
Aww.
We had to celebrate you. Come on.
I love it.
We had to
Thank
make
you.
you feel special.
We're
Thank
glad you are here. Can you help us with a Friday chant? Friday, 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 Friday,
Friday.
Hup, hup. Okay, I get really into that. Probably a little more than I should. Get your questions in for Ginger. It's the Ask the Realtor segment, 540-899-1015 or 800-685-1015. We're going to get to that segment coming up here right around 7:20. I saw Ginger at the coffee shop yesterday.
Yes, you did.
What a pleasant surprise.
It's always good to see you.
It's where you recommended, and I got to tell you, it was amazing.
I told you.
Yeah.
I don't recommend bad places.
We had a little birthday cake yesterday, too. Gelato. Yes, oh yeah.
There you go. Got to start celebrating.
It's like the month.
Birthday month.
Right? It was September's 1st yesterday, so it all counts.
I don't see a reason
Agreed.
why we shouldn't celebrate all year long. So I'm just saying. We'll be right back. We're going to check in with Nikki in the Skyline SolarVA.com Time Saver Traffic Center. What's going on, Nikki?
1.5.
Your dad going right. Good morning, 718. Ginger Walker's in the house.
Woo-hoo!
Good morning, Ginger.
Morning,
How are you?
sunshine.
From
Good.
the Give Back team of Coldwell Banker Elite. If you've got questions for us, send them our way, 540-899-1015. Or 800-685-1015. All right, Ginger, first and foremost, tell us about your Give Back initiative. How's it going? And you got the toy drive, right?
Yeah, we've got a lot of amazing things coming up. Well, you know, because you dropped by and forgot to get your cat. We just did clear the shelters for Stafford County
Yes.
Animal Shelters last weekend.
That was awesome, by
How
the way.
many animals were adopted?
We had about 40.
That's crazy.
We still paid for every animal that was still left.
Yeah.
So if you're going to the animal shelter and there's a couple animals that remained that still need their forever homes, hit them up, and Give Back team covered the cost of some of those animals that are still at the shelter.
Ginger, that was such a cool thing. And by the time I showed up, because I had to sleep in a little bit,
Yeah.
had to get my beauty rest.
Yeah.
I mean, look at me. I look worn and haggard. But by the time I got there, they were like, Jeremy, we've already had like 25 pets
Yeah.
adopted. I thought that
There was
such
a
cool
line.
thing. Yeah,
They didn't
that's
open
what I
until
heard.
9:30, and there was a line before 9 a.m. for
Yep.
because they were posting cats and dogs and pictures and stuff, and people were literally like coming like, I want that cat. I
That is
want
so
that
cool.
dog.
That's amazing.
It's awesome.
I don't know if you know this, but I got to feed one of the dogs during feeding time.
Yeah.
We fed like 14 dogs at one time. That was insane. Really cool. But what else do you have going on? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. No.
please.
I was going to say a lot of the community donated towards that, too, which was awesome. I think one of the supermarkets donated all that food, which was really
wow.
nice.
That is awesome.
But so we have GBT Gives Back. As you know, we've been doing this. This is a year-long initiative.
Uh-huh.
It impacts 36 local charities, and it's from everyone's voting. The local area nominates, and the local area votes. So we just launched this month, and it started yesterday. So go to givebackteam.com/vote, and you'll be able to see who is up for the $500 for this month. So super excited about
Love
that.
it. I love it so much. You guys are doing so many great things. AJ, if you want to take it away for a second.
Yeah, you have the toy drive coming up as well. I think we need to talk a little bit about the toy drive because
so
you've done this
excited.
every year for Children's National.
Yep.
You fill Dr. Bear's closet, which is great because a lot of kids are there for an extended period of time and they need toys and stuff.
Yes.
So go ahead and talk about that a little.
We actually, it'll go up live today, and the list of everything that they're looking for, and you can also find it at childrensnational.com, but you can go to givebackteam.com. We have the list on our website, and we'll be posting it all over social media. So please, please, please share. The cool thing is we've got a ton of great support from the community already. So my office, the Coldwell Banker Elite Stafford office, will be a drop-off point, as will be 101.5.
Yes.
So you can drop off both locations 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. We have Fredericksburg Healthy Beginnings and Aesthetics Center in Fredericksburg Italian Station, which is where Jeremy and I bumped into each other yesterday. and CNF Mortgage in Fredericksburg as well. So
Nice.
and I think we've got one or two that might be added to the list, but definitely unused toy, and they're preferring not plushy things.
Yeah, because that you can't clean that properly for the sterile environment that the kids are in.
And don't forget, everyone brings the things for the little kids, but there's teenagers that get stuck in the hospital, sometimes unexpected. So it's birthdays, it's, holidays, or it's if I'm stuck there and it was not something planned and they want to give them something to have as a toy and put a smile on their face.
I want to let you in on a little insider tip. Ted has a couple of Barbies in his office.
I know, we're going to steal them.
You might need to.
Yeah, those are going. Those are going to be
We're
donated.
going to steal them. But basically, it starts today, and you can drop off through the 20th of September, and then we're going to caravan all the toys up like we have the last 4 years up to the hospital. So I'm so excited and appreciative. And if there's anyone that's out there that wants to do a challenge, I know the first year the bus drivers
they
pit against
did.
each other. And then we had last year we had the cheerleaders for North Stafford and Mountain View pit against each other.
It was a tower of toys. Like, it was massive.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's great.
So if you want any information, or you want to kind of do a us against them kind of thing to see who collects more, contact me, and I will definitely make sure A, we're promoting you, and B, that we get you involved in the drive.
Very cool.
so cool.
Ginger, tell me, how's the market? What are your market predictions? What's going on?
The market is great. I mean, people are so afraid when they turn on the news and they're hearing recession and doom and gloom and interest rates and blah, blah, blah. But you have to look at our local market and what's actually happening here. And, when I look at statistics, because I dig into the numbers, our market is actually really robust. What's happening is, yes, houses are sitting on the market longer. Our average days on market has gotten longer. Inventory is still a little bit of an issue as far as what's coming on. And when it comes on, it does stay a little bit longer. Interest rates, sure, they have come back up, but we're back to pre-pandemic interest rates. We're not at 12% where we had been, 10 years ago. We're still relatively in the fives. It depends on the day and what's happening, but it bumps around. So if you are thinking of selling, the suggestion I have is be realistic in your sales price. We are not 8 months ago where someone's going to give you $50,000 over the list price.
Okay.
So set the expectations of being realistic, and buyers, it's still a great time because you're building equity in your future. So it's not all doom and gloom. And the market predictions that we are hearing is that we actually will be increasing in value. So it's appreciation, which is slowing. It's not depreciation right now.
Okay.
And we just saw about a 15% increase in Stafford alone.
Wow.
So last month versus the same month last year. So the market's still good.
That's great.
And I'm glad we're talking about this because I've got something to show you off the air. I saw a house. It was like a week or two ago. I saw a house in Stafford, and I loved it. I was like, oh my God, this is the cutest house. I know, a grown man, 6'5" with a beard. That was the cutest little house. But it was adorable. And I was like, I don't know if that price is fair or not. Like, I don't know if that's, so I'm going to have you look at it.
Absolutely.
It's adorable. AJ saw it.
I think you might need to buy it.
Well, we'll talk about it.
Home ownership.
Yes.
Get your questions. Yeah, home ownership. Get your questions in 540-899-1015 or 800-685-1015. Ginger Walker is here from the Give Back team of Coldwell Banker Elite. We will be right back. Nikki's in the SkylineSolarVA.com. Time Saver Traffic Center. What's up, Nikki?
The Jeremy Gray Show on B101.5.
Oh, yeah, 7:38. Good morning. Happy Friday. Heading into a long weekend. We've got our girl Ginger Walker in here from the Coldwell Banker Give Back team. I said that all wrong.
It's okay.
We got Ginger Walker here from the Give Back team of Coldwell Banker Elite.
There you go.
Getting all those words in there somehow.
I got a lot of words.
You just need to know Ginger Walker. That's what you need to know.
There you go.
Yep, that's right. Well, let's get to some of these questions. By the way, if you have a question, 540-899-1015 or 800-685-1015. Ginger, what happens if the agent is representing both the buyer and the seller in a deal? What happens then?
Well, both sides have to they both have to consent to that because now we're kind of in the middle, and I would say like Switzerland. So we have to be careful in the advice and counsel area of things, because what I know about the seller, I definitely cannot influence the buyer, and vice versa.
Okay.
So it is one of those things where it's a very delicate dance, because we have to protect all parties, and really that's what our job is. So, is it always in the best interest of the buyer or the seller to have one agent? In my opinion, and this is my opinion, I would say no. It is in the best interest if you have separate representation, because now someone can give you their full advice and counsel.
Okay.
And they wouldn't know anything necessarily about the seller for the buyer, and vice versa. So does it happen? The answer is absolutely. And are there great reasons why? Absolutely.
All right, that makes sense.
Also, so some people want to do for sale by owner because of the commission. And
Hold on one second. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm sorry. Hold on. No, I'm so glad. See, this is what I'm saying. I learn stuff here every time because I'm glad you're asking this. I had no idea what FSBO was.
Well, it's FSBO. They'll say, like, you'll hear FSBO. It's FSBO, for sale by owner.
Well, I heard you say it. I'm like, that's what that means because I was going to ask
In
this
your notes,
question.
you didn't know.
Hey, Ginger, what is FSBO? It's like something about body odor? I don't know.
I knew he was going to say that.
Oh my gosh.
So funny.
Sorry, AJ. Go ahead.
So
please.
I mean, a lot of people don't understand commissions. How does it work? I mean, you see like, oh, it's 6%, but is that what ends up happening with percentages and commission?
And so are you asking specifically with the for sale by owner or?
I would say
general,
I would say a lot of people go for sale by owner because they don't want to have to pay out a commission, but that commission ends up getting split and then split and then split.
True.
So just explain that a little bit.
Yeah. So the first thing with for sale by owner, if you're considering doing that, don't. And I'll tell you why. I can actually show you statistically that you will get more money if you use me.
Yeah.
I actually can show you my personal statistics.
Wow.
And the reason why is because of how we market. You know, Jeremy, what do you do for a living?
What do I do?
You talk a lot.
or you know, AJ, what do you do for a living, right? You don't do my job.
Right.
I don't practice medicine. I'm not going to go on to WebMD and diagnose myself, right? So it's the same thing. And I'm not trying to say I'm like a doctor, but you know, I am a professional in selling real estate. This is my full-time job. So I know how to properly market. I know how to expose it to the right audience, not just the mass audience. And I know how to generate the desire for a house if it's priced appropriately and shows well. You know, any house will sell. You know, it just depends on the strategy that's used. So our strategies yield the highest price for our sellers. So if you're selling it on your own, you know, you got to be careful because you don't really know what you're doing. And cell phone pictures are not going to cut it.
They don't anymore at all.
So just in looking at it for sale by owner versus not, you know, you definitely are at a high disadvantage if you're trying to go it yourself. Now, as far as compensation, so I'm going to talk apples because I'm not going to talk numbers.
Okay.
Because the reason why I say that is it's not standardized. Commission doesn't have to be the 6% that you mentioned. It could be anything. It could be 3%, 5%, 2.5%, 9%. It could be anything. So just in talking of apples for the percentage part, what happens with compensation is it gets shared. If I'm the buyer's agent, my compensation is going to be disclosed in the MLS.
Yep.
So the listing agent right now in our area, and this all could change, is the one that actually negotiates what the compensation is for both parties. And then once that happens, the compensation offered in the MLS is what my side, if I was the buyer's agent, we get paid. But that money does not come all the way to the agent. It does go to the brokerage, and there are other splits and things like that. So,
also the marketing of the house as well.
Absolutely.
I feel like a big percentage of the commission goes into marketing and selling that house.
And on the listing side, because I do a lot of listings, you know, I pay for everything up front. So if I don't sell your house, I've just paid for a great marketing plan that's not going to give me anything in return. That's never happened. Knock on wood. I've sold everyone. But, you know, so that's where that money goes. And that's the value of a realtor, especially for someone who's trying to sell it on their oon.
Oh, I think I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't work with a real estate agent. I mean, it makes so much sense.
This is why you're the best.
Well, thank you.
GiveBackTeam.com. Ginger Walker. Ginger, are you sure you're not a doctor, though?
Maybe in a former
I've been having
life.
this pain right here. I didn't know if you could tell me.
I almost was a lawyer. Instead, I married one who doesn't even practice law. So, you know. But I deal with contracts. So there you go.
There you go. All right. Hey, look, we have to do, it's 7:43, which means it's time for Know the Show. Hey, yes, even Ginger said it. All right. And today's question is going to be all about Ginger. We've got tickets. We've got tickets to the State Fair of Virginia going on September 23rd through October 2nd. If you want to go, you got to know the show. Today, it's all about Ginger. We have a Ginger fact. Yesterday, we gave you a Ginger fact.
Ooh.
So, there was a time, I'm going to give you a little bit of this. There was a time when Ginger lived in Cape Cod. Right?
Yep. I did.
There was a job that she worked while she was there. We need you to tell us what that job was. 540-899-1015 or 800-685-1015, Fletcher Construction Hotlines. And it's so funny because I can see you doing this 100%. It's not one of those jobs where I'm like, no way. I can totally see you doing this.
Yeah, I did it for 4 years.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun, too.
540 899-1015. I'm trying not to give it away. Or 800-685-1015. Fletcher Construction Hotlines. If you know what Ginger did when she lived in Cape Cod. Nikki is in the SkylineSolarVA.com Time Saver Traffic Center checking on the roads. What's going on?
Now it's time for Know the Show.
B101.5, good morning. It's time to see if you know the show. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Sweet. So yesterday sorry about that. Yesterday we were talking about how Ginger lived in Cape Cod, and she had a job when she lived in Cape Cod. Can you tell us what that job was?
A lifeguard.
Hey now, she's a lifeguard. Yes, indeed. Just like Baywatch, and she says, you said your bathing suit was even red, right?
My bathing suit was red. Yep.
Who's this, by the way?
Dorothy.
Dorothy.
I love
I'm not
that.
going to make any Wizard of Oz jokes. I wanted
love
to.
her name.
I love your name, too. Where are you calling from?
Fredericksburg.
Nice. Well, we appreciate you listening. Just for knowing the show, we're going to hook you up with 4 tickets to the State Fair of Virginia.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome. Can you do me a favor and just tell us what your all-time favorite radio station is, the one that made you a big winner today?
The Jeremy Gray Show, B101.5.
Oh, yeah, baby. Appreciate you. Now, a serious question here. I got to have a little fun with the name Dorothy. If your name is Dorothy, is your favorite band Toto? Or is your favorite band Kansas?
That was actually pretty clever, Jeremy.
Thank you.
Every once in a while,
Yeah, that was actually really
a blind squirrel finds a nut.
Nut? Where? Where's the nut? Where's the nut at?
Squirrel.
Thank you, Dorothy. Have a great time at the fair. We really appreciate you being here. And I love the oomph at the end there, the Jeremy Gray Show.
I know.
I love that.
She
Thank you
said
so much.
all the things.
Ginger Walker is here. Thank you so much, Ginger, for hanging out with us this morning from the Give Back team of Coldwell Banker Elite.
I want to talk again real quick about the toy drive because we did just get a text in, and it was from Isabel. And she says, Leah wants to do the challenge again.
Awesome.
And I think, wasn't she the little girl that did it
Scout.
last year?
Yes.
And she challenged all the other Girl Scouts to collect toys?
She did. And she was unbelievable. Like, she
Yes.
brought in so many. She was bringing them here. She dropped them off at one of the sites.
She was doing videos.
She was amazing. And I will tell you, I know that there's a student in Colonial Forge that wants to collect. So if you find someone that you want to challenge, let me know.
The challenge is the best
The
part.
challenges are the best. I mean, like that bus driver challenge the first year that they went on and did it themselves. And then there was 2 cheerleaders, that challenged each other.
Yes.
2 schools. So schools, if you want to get into a little rival, like healthy competition is always a good thing. But if there's anyone that wants to do something like that, let me know because we'd love to do video with you and we'll send it over to you so you can talk about it on the radio and all kinds of good stuff. But yeah, the goal here, everyone, is just to help the kids. I mean, that's really what it's all about.
Yep.
And it's before Christmas. We're not talking about Christmas presents or holiday gift giving or anything like this. This is for the entire year worth of their closet. So that's really what this is for, is to fill that closet.
And then the information is on your website, givebackteam.com.
Yep.
There's a list of drop-off locations and what Children's National actually needs for toys because they don't want plushies. They want, coloring books, crayons. They want Uno cards, headphones.
For the older ones. And if you can't go out and buy, Amazon it to my office.
Oh,
We've
that's
had
a
people do
great
that
idea.
before.
Good idea.
Amazon it to my office.
It's a really good idea. So, again, that website, givebackteam.com.
Yep. Or just call or text me.
Ginger, thank you so much for being here. It's
Thank you.
always a pleasure.
Thanks so much for joining us today at Ask the Realtor at B101.5 with the Jeremy Gray Show. And Jeremy, you learned what for sale by owner was at FSBO.
FSBO, yeah, I thought it was something about body odor, but it turns out it means for sale by owner. I didn't know that.
See that? Even Jeremy learned something new today, and hopefully you did too. See you next time at B101.5 for Ask the Realtor.